This is part 3, and I have some bad news. I can't edit a timbre from the editor while in combi mode. On the Chronos itself, you can use the tab in the upper right-hand corner to choose to edit a timbre, and that means you'll actually be playing that timbre through the combi. But I don't have the ability to do that in this, so I'm not going to be able to show you what it sounds like as we're working, but I will be able to complete the patch nonetheless. So for picking right up from the last video, for timbre 3, choose a blank EXI patch. And let me go to user CC and choose number 34. Initial EXI program, hit OK. And then I'm going to, let's see, right click, store in your current location. Bank, Gatsbo, store destination. Okay, let's jump over to program and go to banks, go to user CC, go to 34. Here we have an initialized EXI program. Go to your common tab, choose your STR1, there it is, and then go to your EXI tab, go to your excitation mixer, turn down pluck. Since we're going to be using the incoming audio, you're going to want to go to pickups and feedback. Feedback, I choose the distance as close to the source as possible. I don't know, to me it just makes the most sense because then it's like you're getting the most direct signal. Go to level and turn that up to, I guess we can just go all the way up to 100. It's fine. So this level of feedback is actually the level of incoming audio. It's called feedback because the whole purpose of it is to create feedback effects. You can just look in the manual for more information on that. Go to string pitch, and then choose the pitch slope, and go to 43. And then go to intensity of envelope generator to pitch, and go to 320. Again, like I feel bad because this isn't doing much for you by me just simply telling you parameters, since we can't listen to it as we're working. I can actually let's go to the excitation mixer and choose the noise generator. And then I'm holding down a key, and then I'm going to turn that up. So at least you can kind of hear what it sounds like. Go back to string pitch. So we'll just be working in noise. On your unit, you can actually be working with the real source material, which is going to be of course, the God's Bow source timbre. But just to show you with noise, you can hear how key tracking will affect the pitch. And then we have envelope generator 2. This is essentially acting as like almost like a filter envelope, but it's controlling the cutoff point, or the tuning of the comb filter. So that's why it's called pitch. Let's go to our attack time, and let's go to 76. Let's have a release of 77. And for our decay, let's have a really long decay of like 96. Let's have our break at like 44 and our sustain at 44. So those levels match. So it's just like an ADSR. Very nice. And then go to the amp envelope, put our release up to 77. That way this won't cut off the sound of the comb filter timbre immediately. So since we have a long release, it'll prevent that from happening. The attack will still be slow on this timbre since the attack going into this timbre will be slow. So even though this is technically opening up the amp like a gate, it'll still be slow from the attack of the source material. Turn the break and the sustain all the way up. And then last but not least, let's go to string and then go to dampening. And let's take dampening all the way down. Let's take dispersion all the way down. Getting into the details of these, dampening is really just like a low-pass filter. And then dispersion adds a subtle detuning to the upper harmonics. Since we're not using any, we're just kind of treating it like a bare bones comb filter. Let's see, string main. Take the release all the way down. And this is just controlling the kind of the amount of resonance of the comb filter on key off. And then take the decay. Turn that 33 is good. Let's do that. Let's hit store and actually change this. Oh wait. First of all, let's go back to EXI. Let's go back to our excitation mixer. Take noise all the way down. Go back into main. Let's rename this to God's Bow Comb. Okay. Hit store. And then go to global. Kronos transfer. Clear. Choose user CC. Send to Kronos. Let's jump into Combi. And let's hear what this sounds like. Let's see if this sounds right. Very good. So now let's go to our insert effects, once it'll load the proper graphic. And click on for the first two. Let's choose like a left, center, right delay. Doesn't really matter. I'm just if it's it doesn't matter if it's BPM synced or not. I'm just throwing this on for space to give it width and depth. For the next effect, let's choose a just like stereo chorus. Let's see, where would that be? Vocoder. Here we are. Stereo chorus. Okay, let's hear what that sounds like. Very good. Excellent. Okay, so that's pretty much the whole preset. It's going to sound different from the way that I had originally made mine, because I had gone through and EQ'd it to make it sound kind of nicer, and that's the point of EQ. I guess just to compare. So it sounds very similar, but like I said, it's kind of tedious to go through all the the minor settings. I had also done some like subtle detuning things on the comb and things like that, but you have the bulk of the sound. I mean, you're 90% there. It's pretty much just adding your own little tweaks to really make the sound your own. But yeah, I hope this was good and you learned something and learned how to make this like pretty thick pad sound or cinematic sound or whatever you want to call this. And yeah, check out the Patreon. Thanks.